There's an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve. There's an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve. There's an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve.
Good morning, Bitcoin. Today is Monday, January 18th, 2021. My name is Thomas Hunt, and here's what's happening today in Bitcoin. A record $3.7 billion in Bitcoin options are set to expire on January 29th. Bitcoin steady as analysts say getting back to $40,000 a coin is key. Crypto long and short. No, Bitcoin is not in a bubble. But first, the price of Bitcoin was up 0.83% in the last 24 hours, with a last of 36,260, a high of 37,555, and a low of 34,842. That's $1 for 2,757 Satoshis. Volume was a little low for a Monday, with only 9,271 Bitcoins trading hands. Bitcoin dominance was at 65%, and the market continues to lean long, with 94% of the market heading that direction. A record $3.7 billion in Bitcoin options are set to expire on January 29th as interest in cryptocurrencies surge. Bitcoin options were $3.7 billion. The surge in Bitcoin price has helped the option markets expand rapidly. Investors remain bullish about Bitcoin, according to options data, despite recent volatility. Bitcoin steady as analysts say getting back to $40,000 a coin is key. Bitcoin fluctuated near $36,000 on Monday, below a level that strategists at J.P. Morgan Chase see as an inflection point for the digital coin. The cryptocurrency could be hurt by an exodus of trend-following investors unless it can break out above $40,000 soon, a team including Nicholas Panzagrotlo said. The pattern of demand for Bitcoin futures and the $22.9 billion Grayscale Bitcoin Trust will help determine the outlook, they added. The flow into the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust would likely need to sustain its $100 million per day pace over the coming days and weeks for such a breakout to occur. Traders seeking clues about investor appetite for risk have been gripped by Bitcoin's stunning rally and turbulent 12% slide from a record of almost $42,000 on January 8th. The cryptocurrency boom since March has reflected the ebullience of financial markets awash in stimulus, as well as a concern over whether gains will ultimately prove fleeting. Crypto long and short. No, Bitcoin is not in a bubble. To think that such a festive concept, one that evokes both sophistication and childlike wonder, could be so financially charged. Last week, Bank of America security chief Michael Hartnett said in a note that Bitcoin looks like the mother of all bubbles. Hartnett seems to be using the strength and speed of Bitcoin's price rise as the base for his diagnosis, as if that is the main feature of a financial bubble. It isn't. Continuing the misuse of the word, in a note quoted on Bloomberg this week, investment management firm Man Group said, "Every time a Bitcoin bubble bursts, another grows back to replace it. This very frequency makes the Bitcoin narrative somewhat atypical relative to the great bubbles of the past. This is less irritating in that Man Group recognizes that Bitcoin is not atypical, but it also seems to believe that Bitcoin is a bubble. It's not. To see why, let's pull out our financial dictionaries. Investopedia. During a bubble, assets typically trade at a price or within a price range that greatly exceeds the asset's intrinsic value. The price does not align with the fundamentals of the asset. NASDAQ, a market phenomenon characterized by surges to asset prices to levels significantly above the fundamental value of the asset. Wikipedia, a situation in which asset prices appear to be based on implausible or inconsistent views about the future. It could also be described as an asset that trades at a price or price range that strongly exceeds the asset's intrinsic value. So what they're really saying is that Bitcoin's a bubble because we believe it has no value. But it's not a bubble. And finally, today, we've got a little bit of time left. I didn't push the record button, so I don't know. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we got 5 minutes. Warren Buffett blasted Bitcoin as a worthless delusion and rat poison squared. Here are his 16 best quotes about crypto. And here we go, Warren Buffett's 16 best quotes about crypto. We'll see if we have time for all of them. Number 1, cryptocurrencies basically have no value and they don't produce anything. They don't reproduce, they can't mail you a check, they don't do anything. And what you hope is that somebody else comes along and pays you more money for them later on. But then that person's got the problem. In terms of value, 0. It's ingenious and blockchain is important, but Bitcoin has no unique value at all. It doesn't produce anything. You can stare at it all day and no little Bitcoins come out or anything like that. It's a delusion, basically. If you and I buy various cryptocurrencies, they're not going to multiply. He's really hung up on this. There are not going to be a bunch of rabbits sitting there in front of us. They're just going to sit there. And I hope that next time you get more excited after I've bought it from you, and then I'll get more excited and buy it from you. We could sit in the house by ourselves and we could keep running up the price between us. But at the end of time, there's one Bitcoin sitting there, and now we've got to find somebody else. They come to an end. In terms of cryptocurrencies generally, I can say with almost certainty that they will come to a bad ending. If I could put a 5-year put on every one of the cryptocurrencies, I'd be glad to do it, but I would never short a dime's worth. And finally, of course, probably rat poison squared. Rat poison squared. Check out our new laptop fundraiser. We're accepting donations from the Lightning Network. Look, you can donate right now on your phone. Let's see if I've got enough Lightning left to do this donation. It says 50 cents. Oh, I should use the other wallet. That one works. Here we go. 50-cent donation. Doing it live. Lightning Network. Being reckless. Look at this. You just pull out the wallet. Set the invoice to the amount. Payment sent. And payment accepted. The Lightning Network is just that easy. Check out our tutorials right here on the World Crypto Network about how to use the Lightning Network. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe down below. If the World Crypto Network gets 100,000 subscribers, the price of Bitcoin will surely go to 100K. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.